Good morning, my friends. It is officially 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday morning in beautiful Salisbury, Maryland, coming off a big Philadelphia Eagles win last night. Settle down, which makes this MC very, very happy this morning. And keeping my promise to Pam Gregory, we are starting on time. Good to see all of you. I'm Roger. I am the Director of Strategic Communications at Tidal Health, just down the road. While you enjoy breakfast, if it's okay with you, I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for today. And to get started, I want to remind you that you can please continue to enjoy the breakfast buffet, which is located at the back of the room. We have a lot to pack into our morning here, so let's get this show on the road. If you joined us for last year's kickoff, you'll recall we had a beautiful morning to celebrate things, but we were outside at Seagull Stadium, right? While that was a fun adjustment thanks to all things COVID, we're glad to be back on the beautiful main campus without the sun in everyone's eyes this morning. Thank you to our friends at Salisbury University for the incredible partnership that we have had for so many years and for hosting us here on the campus again today and for making parking extremely easy for all of you. That's quick, easy in and out. So thank you again to everyone there. I would love you to join me in a round of applause for our host, Dr. Lepre, who I see making her way in this morning. Hello, Doctor. President of Salisbury University. Your timing is impeccable. That was perfect. Perfect. Chief of Staff, Eli Modlin. Eli, how are you? Good to see you again this morning, too. Deputy Chief of Staff for Communications, Eric Stewart. Eric, how are you? Good to see you, along with their teams here at Salisbury University. Also, how about your breakfast this morning, huh? Thanks so much to the dining services team for our delicious breakfast. Thank you to the AV folks at Salisbury University. They allow you to hear me. Thank you to Tom and our friends at Pack 14. They're recording this, pushing it out there for everybody to see, and we are so glad to have all of you with us. Hey, just a reminder, too, that while you are here, and if you're snapping photos, share them, tag us and Salisbury University on your socials with the hashtag UWLES for United Way of the Lower Eastern Shore and hashtag Together We Live United, all one word. You know me, I like to get the housekeeping things out of the way right away. So let's do this. While you're snapping, as I mentioned, those great photos today, be sure to silence your phone if you haven't done that already. I think I did. I'm not sure, but I'll check it once I get back over there. Also, restrooms. They are located around the corner to the right when you exit this room, okay? Here's a big one, too. The entrance doors to the Guerreri Student Center, which we are in right now, will be relocked at 8:45 this morning, okay? So SUID is required to get in and out of the building once those doors are locked. So if you need to go outside for any reason, please let any member of the United Way team know so that we can get you back in for the rest of the meeting. Or also let the Student United Way team know at the registration table, and they'll make sure they get you hooked up. Masks are optional on the campus at Salisbury University. However, if you are most comfortable wearing one, please feel free to do so. You can pick one up at our registration table or the GSU information desk, which is just across the hallway. All right, that's the housekeeping stuff. I would like to introduce and recognize some of our important annual sponsors whose continued partnership and support is key to everything that we do at our local United Way. They share their commitment all year long, and that's well beyond the dollars that they donate to the things that we are doing, as their teams donate time and their talents to us as well to help us out. If I could have a representative from one of these partner agencies, please stand, and let's hold our applause to the end. Our Impact Champion this year in the campaign is Purdue Farms. Our campaign partner is Avery Hall Insurance Group. Our campaign video partner, my friends at Tidal Health. Our anchor partner is PNC Bank. Our Leadership Society sponsor is First Shore Federal. And our volunteer center partner is the Bank of America. Many thanks to these companies for their leadership and giving in so many ways to our United Way. Now let them hear it. Hey, also, in the interest of time, in the event I don't miss anyone, if we have any local officials who are in the room today, will you please stand and be recognized? John Cannon, that's you. Get up. Good to see you. All right. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We had a bunch who had conflicts and couldn't be here today, but we certainly appreciate the support of our elected officials each and every year. I'd also like to take a moment, if I could, before we get too deep in the program, for some personal reflection. You know, our community and the country has been through a lot lately. You know that. You've lived it like I have for the past 2 years. And inflation putting a much bigger squeeze on our communities and our country than it ever has before. Plus, there is so much unrest that is happening in the world today. But we can draw comfort in the fact in knowing that our community continues to come together to help each other in ways that are both big and small. So I would like you to please join me in a moment of silence to consider our blessings and appreciation for the power of community, resiliency, and hope. And I thank you very much. It is now my great pleasure for the very first time to meet and to introduce to you and welcome to her first United Way campaign kickoff, Dr. LaPree, who is our new Salisbury University president.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. It is absolutely my pleasure to be here to speak with you very, very briefly, and to be here to help you host the United Way's annual kickoff here on our beautiful, beautiful campus. And I do hope you have a moment to appreciate the amazing surroundings that we're sitting in. I am beginning, believe it or not, week number 8 here at Salisbury University. I know the fact that I can still count my time in weeks, not months, is something that's miraculous to me too. But it has been an incredible transition to Salisbury University, and it's events like this that remind me why I was so excited to accept this position, so excited to join this community, is to see this kind of group come together, all looking for the same thing, which is to help make our world a better place. I will say that since it has only been 8 weeks, that interview process, when I went through that interview process, which is certainly a robust one, is still very fresh in my mind. And I wanted to share with you that one of the things that struck me during this process of meeting different people, some of which was on Zoom, some of which was in person, was that I spent a lot of time learning and hearing from the different people I was meeting with about the strong partnerships between the university and the community. And I've come to understand since I started here that the United Way is one of the anchor partners in this community, and that the information, resources, and volunteers from all across the Eastern Shore flow through the United Way. So I'm very proud that you have chosen SU as the host site for this important launch event. One of the many reasons that I'm happy to speak here today is because of how this organization has engaged our students. For me, students are the driver of why I do all of this, why I have been so proud to serve higher education for more than 20 years, because I know that they are the people who are going to turn out to be the people in this room and other rooms who are helping to solve some of the world's biggest problems. So it's with great appreciation that you continue to engage with our students and help them understand why the work we do is so incredibly important. As a public institution, I believe it is our duty to give back to the community and ensure that our students are receiving a well-rounded education. And that, to me, means learning outside the classroom as much as they are learning inside the classroom. The Student United Way at SU helps our students do just that. And I've been amazed to learn about some of the projects that they've taken on that are having major impacts already. I look forward to working with Pam, her team, the board, and our students in expanding this already incredible and impactful partnership. In almost every conversation since I've started at Salisbury, and I know I've been asked this before, and if any of you have, I'm sorry, had the unfortunate pleasure of watching some of the videos that have come out with me as the center focus, you'll know that I've said this before. It is people will say to me, what can I do to help you? It's almost always the first question that people ask me. It's still just this morning when I got into the office, the question was, how can we help make something better? And I think that is one of the most special qualities I've learned about Salisbury, about this community, about the Eastern Shore, is this genuine, I think, openness to welcome newcomers to the community and just say to them, what can we do to help you? What can we do to help you? What we can do to help make your day better, your life better, your situation better? It's a place that I believe we all love to live. And this is probably why, because we know that there are neighbors out there who are looking out for us. So I think that work is exemplified in the work you do at the United Way, asking people, what can we do to help you? I've had the opportunity to meet some amazing people, and I look forward to meeting, and I'm happy to see that I recognize many of the faces in this room. And if I haven't had a chance to meet you yet, I look forward to getting to know you a little bit better, either at this event or one in the future. So thank you again for being here. Enjoy your time on campus. And now I would like to introduce SU senior Zoe Michelle Bradshaw, who will be singing the national anthem, and she will be accompanied on piano by Professor Veronica Tamanik. And I would request that everyone who is able please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yep, we're good to go with that. President Lepre, thank you. Zoe, thank you. Professor Tominik, thank you. Appreciate that. And we are lucky because Zoe is going to do one more performance for us. While she does that, please continue to enjoy breakfast. We'll be back with more on our program in just a moment. Zoe. Yeah, would you like to? You can, wherever is best for you. Can you take that?
I want to I want to listen till I can hear it. Let it guide me and realize that I can go with the flow unending. That is blending, that is real. And oh, I want to feel. I want to walk in the earthly garden, far from cities, far from fear. I want to talk to the growing garden, to the devils, to the deer, and to be one with the river flowing, breezes blowing, sky above. And I want to love.
Thank you, Zoe. That was awesome. And my apologies. I think I probably shut that microphone off on you when I handed it to you. As many years as I've been doing this, you would think I would know not to shut the microphone off and know where the button was. But again, another round of applause for Zoe and Veronica. Where did you go? Great job. Thank you both very, very much. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the United Way Board Chair, Joy Strand, who is going to bring her welcome and also give you the latest information on what's going on with our Board of Directors at the United Way. Joy, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Find my place here because I have a lot of great information to share with you. I was reviewing what Pam had prepared here, and this is right in my face. So I'm going to do the best I can do, and if I don't make eye contact, I'm going to blame it on the mic. I was reading this, and I realized that this is the start of the 78th year of United Way. Absolutely amazing that we have been supporting the community for 78 years. And this morning, I feel like I was born before United Way started. I wanted to share a little reflection. Roger was talking about reflections, and I have to be honest, I'm struggling with the aging process a little bit. In my 20s, I had a job where I had to be to work at 5:30 in the morning, and I had a 45-minute drive. And years later, I still think that way, and I'm like, why can't I put this makeup on at 6 a.m.? This is just not working very well. So, 78 years of United Way, and I'm feeling all of those years. So I'm glad to be with all of you. Thank you to SU, Dr. Lepre, and everyone here for the gracious hospitality. It's a great campus, wonderful breakfast. We really appreciate all of that. Thank you for the music, Zoe, Dr. Tomanek. We really appreciate you getting us off to a great start there. And when we talk about transitions, the United Way is not immune, and after 78 years, we've had some transitions. If you've been to United Way events over the last year, you've heard us talk about our strategic plan and how we were working through that in wonderful committee led by our immediate past chair, Brian Newton, and we are now in the implementation stage of that strategic plan, which is not without its growing pains or reduction pains, if you will. We have started to implement reducing the size of our board. Over time, we have grown as an organization. We have added board members, and we were up to like 35 board members. So little bit unwieldy, and we wanted to have a lot more value and focus on the board, and then look at ways where we can engage the community in other ways. So this past this month, we started with a new executive committee, and we've reduced the size of our executive committee. We're starting to reduce the size of our board, and we'll do that over time through attrition for those board members who may be rolling off or something like that. With this new fiscal year, which starts this month, we've now made the executive committee in place, and we have 5 members there, along with Pam, the CEO and president. And we're going to reduce that 35-member board to 12 to 15. And then we will also be creating, I think a great opportunity is a new advisory council to the board and to United Way. And the advisory council is really to multifaceted goals is to really engage community leaders who are interested in United Way, but who may not have the time to commit to a regular board role, who may wish to be on certain committees or things like that without being an actual board member. It expands the diversity and the representation that we have across our now 4 counties for United Way. And really, it's a springboard for anyone who's new, doesn't know a lot about United Way, would like to get involved. I can tell you, I've been on the United Way board both in Michigan, where I was before I got here, and then I've been on this board for several years now. And there's a big learning curve to try to, become acclimated and figure out our partners and what we do and how everything works. So the advisory council is a really good springboard, if you will, to get people educated and figure out where they might be, where they might fit the best, or where their focus might be for United Way and becoming involved. And we're always looking for people to become involved in helping our United Way. So big changes for us, but we're still looking for new opportunities to engage the community and support the community. If you're interested in learning more about the United Way Board or the United Way Advisory Committee, you can reach out to Pam, probably better, but you can also reach out to me, but I'll probably just send you to Pam, so that's probably the best direction to go. So I think we have a slide on our board of directors, and I want to recognize the board of directors with us today. First of all, the executive committee. In addition to myself, the officers are Dr. Brian Newton, immediate past chair, Ms. Sonia Whited, who's the executive vice chair and secretary. Matt Chance is our returning treasurer, Mr. Jim List, our development chair, and of course, Pam Gregory, our president and CEO. And the full roster is there. As you can see, there are many, many names on that board. Very recognizable, many who've made huge impacts for United Way and been with us for many years. Would all of the current board members please stand and remain standing? I know you're out there. There, good job. Great. Now, I think this will be impressive as well. If the current board would please remain standing, and any past board members from United Way, please stand. Wonderful. Look at the involvement and the support we have in the community. We thank all of the board members, present and past and future, for their commitment and their energy towards United Way. It is just a great effort, and we couldn't do it without the great staff of Pam and the rest of the United Way staff. So I don't know if Pam was going to do this, but could the United Way staff please stand? Where are y'all? They're all in the back of the room over there. Wonderful. Thank you. Another special group I would like to recognize are what we call our Legacy Circle. And these are individuals who have chosen to include the United Way in their future planning. You can see them on screen, and the Legacy Circle is really planning for the future of United Way and continuing to support United Way even after you may not be here anymore. So as part of our 1944 Legacy Circle, these funds have committed in making a long-term impact in our community for generations to come, and we appreciate their vision and their generosity. I want to remind everyone as we go into launch this year's campaign how every donor, advocate, and volunteer makes a difference. It is truly how together we live united, and that has been our little tagline for many years, because without living united, it doesn't work. And we need each and every person, and every single person can make a difference. Whether you give through a workplace campaign, you have planned a future gift, or participate in one of our other fun events, which we have lots of, every single event dollar adds up to make a local difference each year. By advocating through social media, sharing your experience, you help raise awareness to the local needs and how we can make an impact together. And when you volunteer as a campaign coordinator, a reading buddy, or as a committee member, you can be hands-on and inspire others to get involved too. Each year, we steward your gifts through a very precise process, I will remind everybody. There's always difficult decisions to make. We always wish we had more money, but we do our best to invest those funds wisely and be good stewards of the donations that we receive. We have what is called the CIC, Community Impact Committee, and that is a very dedicated group of folks who review each and every application. Separately, we do site visits, we meet with our partners and the leaderships of our partner agencies, and then we come together for 2 days, I won't say locked in a room, but kind of, captive anyway, at the MAC Center, and we spend that time talking about the dollars we have and the programs we have and the applications that were put in and how best we can use that dollar. If anyone is interested in that, that is a huge opportunity to learn exactly how United Way impacts in the community. It is a phenomenal education experience, and it really demonstrates the commitment that United Way has to being good stewards of our donor dollars. One thing will never change. The needs always outweigh the campaign. So we encourage everyone to become involved, whether it's through $1 a week at a workplace donation, whether it's a corporate donation, whether it's volunteering, whatever you can do to help support the United Way is very much appreciated. I want to thank you again for joining us. We're glad you're here, and I hope you enjoy the program. And now I'm going to turn it over to Pam Gregory, who is our president and CEO, and who will talk about our partnerships and introduce our first video and guest. Thank you.
Joy talks about that 78 years, same. And I know there's some people wondering, so I'm just going to talk about the cane in the room. Yeah, I'm getting a hip replacement in a few weeks, and then I'll be a bionic and all good to go. So, thank you, Joy. Thank you, everyone, for being here. What a beautiful morning, and I just want to say we're really excited that you're with us today, together again, and we're really looking forward to a great year, a really great year ahead. Roger, it always makes my heart smile and my blood pressure relax when I know you're here and you've got our back. Thank you again for leading us through the program. And my personal thanks to Dr. LaPree, Eli, Gina, who's not with us right now, but the entire SU team. I cannot tell you how amazing they are to work together. There takes many departments that come together and make this happen, and they're all amazing. Thank you. And I know that Joy gave a nice shout out to our staff, but I do just want to recognize them real quick as well. Oh, I guess I need to get in front of the mic. I'm getting the look. Okay, cool. So on the development, and hopefully most of them are in here. Ryan's up in the gull's nest thing there. But on the development side, we've got Amanda Haley, Ryan Jackson, Kathy Thomas, and Emily Brohan, our newest team member. You'll see her running around with a camera. On the community impact side, we've got the leadership of Claire Otterbein and Martin Hutchison. And keeping us all straight on the admin side is Steve Folkrod and Vestina Omoshabi. They really are an incredible group of people, and it's an honor to be able to work with them every day. We don't have them with us today, but we have a few key volunteers I always like to give a shout out to as well, which is Ryan and Carol Sturba, Pat Layfield. They are really amazing about, we have a task big or small, we can give them a ring and they're happy to come in and help, along with a number of other volunteers in this group as well. So many of you have heard me talk before about partnerships and the importance of partnerships. And truly, I honestly can just never emphasize this enough, which is why I always talk about it. As our continuing theme, Together We Live United states, there is simply nothing that can be done by one nonprofit, one agency, one individual, which will have the meaningful impact that working together brings. When we pull together, as you know, our talents, resources, and ideas, we can do anything, and we have shown that time and again as a community. We have some partners who I really want to give some special thanks to, and they were mentioned earlier as our key campaign partners, but I want to say a little more about each of them. So first we have First Shore Federal and PNC Bank, and they have been long-term partners of our campaign. And they actually allow us to help connect with the donors who participate in certain giving levels, like our Leadership Circle and Anchor Society. And so we very much appreciate their work there. Purdue Farms is our impact champion. And thanks to them, we can offer additional engagement and volunteer opportunities during this coming year, such as those following the program today, which you'll hear a little more about in a bit. Tidal Health, as you know, is now, again, our campaign video sponsor. And I can't stress enough how they help us share the local impact and the stories which resonate with our donors and the importance of every gift that it can have. These are professionally done by Tony Wigg and Weig, and we're excited to unveil our two new ones today. Don't tell them I did that. Avery Hall Insurance Group has an annual sponsorship with us that helps us give extra thanks to our campaign coordinators throughout the year. These volunteers are our champions in the workplace and make sure employees know their options, know that it is optional, and how their gift stays local, and make sure they get really creative with some fun and put the fun in fundraising. Collaboration, of course, is key, and we're blessed to work with a number of partners throughout the community. A few of them are here with us today. The Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore, the Richard A. Henson Foundation, Beacon here at SU, Network for Good, and so many others. One highlight this past year, just this past spring, was working with our friends at CFES to host over 100 nonprofit professionals for a day of networking and professional development. We had a wide array of topics and speakers. It was super engaging, and we're looking forward to doing that again with our friends in 2023. And I'm pleased to share we have yet another collaboration, again with Tidal Health, which will launch soon thanks to extra support we received by leadership stepping forward from the Richard A. Henson Foundation and our other program funders. Together, we will be providing a free book and the opportunity to automatically enroll babies as soon as they're born in Imagination Library, which is significant, really significant. So we're able to do this because of the partnerships we've built, the amazing support, of course, at Tidal Health and our funding partners. But the cool thing is, and I have to go rogue for a minute, the cool thing is that we're celebrating 10 years this year of the Imagination Library program. In July of 2012, I was thrilled for us to send out our first 156 books to local kids. Today, we're over 4,700 a month across the Lower Shore. And we've had another, I guess, close to 7,000, 8,000 now graduate from the program because they start kindergarten. The program is helping students be more ready for school. Our education partners in the room are amazing to make sure that we're reaching children, but the opportunity to enroll them at birth is key so they can maximize their time and the impact of that program, so we're super thrilled. One of the projects we're doing today upstairs is actually packing, hopefully the first 500, we have lofty goals, the first 500 welcome kits for children and their parents that they receive before they leave the hospital. And we're hoping to get those in those hands hopefully in the next month or so. And in your folders, you're gonna see a lot of information. Oh, one other thing, sorry. The Imagination Library is also part of a larger initiative with the hospital called Smart Start. That's what we're calling it. Because we're also, through other grant funds, the hospital is able to provide free car seats to families, anyone who needs it, which is really awesome. And over time, as we develop what the needs are and we develop more funding, we're going to be able to add more resource options in there too. So thank you very much to the team. So in your folders, you're going to see a lot of information, because you know we always pack it full, about events, the campaign, direct programs, way to get involved. One thing I always want to point out is the information about our ALICE report. And you can read in there what that is about. It's basically a snapshot of the number of households in our community who really struggle to make ends meet. Pre-COVID, that was 46% of the households in our lower 4 counties. No doubt, the pandemic, inflation is making that much higher. The new report will come back in hopefully early 23, but in the meantime, we've worked with our other Maryland United Ways and the National ALICE Initiative to release some really cool online data tools and some really nice focus papers. So when you have a moment, you're looking for ways to look at how you can engage your employees, understand maybe what some of the challenges they're having are, engage with local nonprofits. Nonprofits use this for grant writing. Check it out. It's really cool, and the online tools have become very dynamic. And so this brings me to our really special group of partners. And these are the folks who help ALICE every day and help those families that are in poverty and the people that we're really blessed to walk alongside. So we have dozens of nonprofits who we provide funding to every month. We stroke a check every month to these nonprofits so that we can help support their health, education, or financial stability programs. They work tirelessly every day of the year to lift up our neighbors and make the community stronger. So I know we have quite a few of them with us today. If representatives from any of our nonprofit partners could please stand, we'd like to recognize you. Thank you so much for all you do. And again, it's an honor to walk alongside you. And so now we're going to check out the first of our new campaign videos. And so this is literally hot off the press. This one here is the first story featuring the Village of Hope. Village of Hope is located here in Salisbury, and their Steps to Success program truly transforms lives for women and children. We have partners across the shore who not only address homeless prevention, but do an incredible job wrapping their arms around the participants. And so we're really excited today to focus in and share a story from Village of Hope. And immediately following that, program graduate Tabian Ahmed will join us to share a little more of her story. Please enjoy.
We had a young lady that came to us last August in a very dire situation with her 3 little boys. And we brought her in, and she was amazing from the start. She remained completely motivated and goal-oriented and truly knocked everything out of the park from the beginning.
211. They give me the number of Village of Hope. When I came, I'm just looking for the basic, like just house, like just a roof. I don't have even money with me. My biggest challenge, it was just to stand up on my feet.
She had a car within the first couple of months she was with us. She had a job within the first month. Made a positive impact on the other women in the program from the beginning and has been a mentor to them and actually motivated and inspired everyone on our staff from the beginning.
They provide me with the transportation to just go to Walmart and buy everything that I need. And they even give me a gift card when I came inside the apartment while I find everything is sitting, blanket, bed, even the kitchen was full with the cup, dishes, everything that I need.
One of the most important things is getting them mentally and emotionally and physically healthy and getting them full-time employed so that they can start saving money.
I don't want to be depending on the benefit that came from the government. I told her, like, I want to start or I want to go back to school. So my dream is getting that professional job.
The United Way means the world actually to the Village of Hope. We couldn't do what we do without them. I don't think people really realize how much the United Way helps the smaller nonprofits in our area and what a team and what a partnership it is. We would not have some of the connections to some of the other resources without the United Way.
I wish if I have the opportunity to help the other ladies who's going through the same situation like me, to tell them just they have the power to stand up, they have the power to continue with their life. And I know they have more power to be successful in their life too.
The ultimate goal of success is for our ladies to find affordable, independent housing for them and their children.
Every single money that you donated to the United Way and go to Village of Hope, that it go in the right place, to right things that we need in the Village of Hope. So I can't say just enough thank you for you guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Tibian. I'm here to share my story with you. First of all, I just want to say thank you for inviting me and Miss Dana here and give me the opportunity to share my story with you guys. I'm a single mom, came from Africa with 3 children under 8 years old. When I came here without any family or any friend that can help me, I reached to the Village of Hope through 211. They give me the information and I participate on the Village of Hope and start my journey from there, provide me with everything that I need, with all the help that I need. Right now here, new Tibian, who's a student at the UMES in the environmental science, starting my professional job working as a research assistant. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's donated to the United Way, and thank you for the Village of Hope for giving the woman who's going through the same situation like me, to give them the hope and tell them they have the power to stand up on their feet and following their dream. Thank you so much.
Tavion, thank you for sharing such a powerful story and for your commitment to not only yourself, but to help other women to find the hope and the power that they have inside them as well. So thank you very much. Now that I made you sit down, I'm going to get you back up again. Probably should have thought this out before I had her sit down. We have a little panel discussion coming up, so will the other panelists please join us as well up here on the stage? And as the ladies make their way up, you'll now see how Catholic Charities Seton Center in Princess Anne helps to address food insecurity as one of the many services that they provide to our friends in Somerset County. They have launched their fourth food assistance program, and it's an incredible approach to meet the growing needs across the shore. So check this out.
I used to work as a supervisor for Macy's in Salisbury. When Macy's closed down at that point, I didn't know where food was going to happen, where food was going to come from for my household. So I was referred here to the Seton Center by my property management, and here they worked wonders for me. Not only did I get my rent paid, I was able to collect food as well, and I was able to refer other families and households here. We help everyone in need, not only with basic needs, rental assistance, electric, medicine, but we help with food as well, which is really, really needed in this community.
It's overwhelming some days. The food insecurity, we are the only pantry that's open Monday through Friday. So within our first 45 days of being open and having choice as an option for the community, we were able to serve 93 families with food.
We're finding that we weren't really meeting everyone's dietary needs. So with the new choice program, they're able to kind of fill in the gaps, of things that they could eat. When you feed people and you provide them with reliable resources like we do at the Seton Center, you'll have a better community. You'll have people that actually want to get up and do great things because they're feeling great.
We were able to set this area up as similar to a shopping experience so folks can walk through, actually see what their options are and choose what they like. So anything from frozen meat to cakes and cookies and juice boxes to snacks, bread, vegetables, starches, beans, canned meat, we try to hit all of it.
There's no shame. When you're in need, that's what we do. That's what we're here for. We get a melting pot of clients here, which is something that I didn't expect. But working here, we realize that everyone needs help.
How can we make a difference? How are we impacting lives? How do we build off of that foundation that was started 30 some years ago?
You don't have to worry about if your children will be able to eat tonight, or you can make it through the week, or stretching money, stretching your food stamps. You're able to actually focus on what you need to do.
In my experience, you won't find partners that give and care as much as I've witnessed with the United Way. They walk with their partners, try to meet the needs, try to see where we're falling short, try to educate, try to strengthen other partners.
Especially around in Somerset County, with it being the poorest community in Maryland, like the United Way definitely makes a way.
That is awesome stuff. How about a round of applause? Thank you, Tony Weig, for those great videos. Thank you, Laren McMillan from our brand marketing division at Tidal Health for helping to coordinate all that. So much going on in our communities, so much great stuff going on in our communities, and that is exactly why all of you are here. That is exactly why all of you continue to support. For 78 years now, Pam, 78 years, and I feel it too, by the way, 78 years, our local United Way. I want to thank all of these tremendous ladies to my left, our panelists, for being a part of that video project. We're going to have a very brief panel discussion now. And in the interest of time, we won't be asking for questions from the audience, but trust me, I've got some good ones. And in an homage to Johnny Carson, if anybody remembers Johnny Carson, they have been hermetically sealed in a Hellman's mayonnaise jar on Pam Gregory's front porch since last Tuesday. So here we go. You met them already in the video, right? But let me formally introduce you to them. Donna O'Hara is President and CEO of the Village of Hope. Donna? That's right, you can applaud her. Once again, Tabian Ahmed. Tabian, thank you for that powerful, wonderful story. Jennifer Traeger. Hi, Jennifer. She is the program manager with Catholic Charity Seton Center. And last but certainly not least is Mariah Jones, food program supervisor at the Seton Center. You guys are rock stars. Great job with that video. Okay, so the first question I have for you is really an easy one, and this is for any of you. How did it feel being in that video? For some of you, first time doing that, right? So anybody, just jump in, please. And you may want to pull those microphones a little closer to you.
We cried a lot. Pam cried a lot. We all cried a lot. Hugged a lot. It was good.
Ladies, anybody else?
Same for us. We cried a lot. We had a lot of fun. We were just honored to be included.
Extremely emotional stuff, and you guys did a really wonderful job of fighting your way through that too, so thank you. Great job. All right, first question, and I'll address this to Donna and Jennifer, okay? How did you know where to start, or how do you know where to start with your clients when they come to you when they're facing so many challenges and so many barriers?
So really, you just have to meet them where they are. You have to take the time to listen to them and deal with that immediate crisis that they are so pressed with. And as your conversations continue, you can weed out the other parts, you can figure out what they're missing, what they need, and how we can help them. But ultimately, it's right there, what is their greatest concern in that moment, and what can we do to alleviate that?
Thanks. Donna, anything to add to that?
Our program is based on 5 pillars, so we kind of look at those 5 because they seem to be the most immediate needs, ALICE surveys and other things like that. So obviously mental, physical, and emotional health are paramount, and then, like we said in the video, getting full-time employment, and then any financial needs, and then if there's legal issues, and then finally the stable housing. So we have that set of pillars that we look at and see what is the most immediate crisis within those that we need to take. We have great case managers that kind of evaluate our ladies for that.
Quick follow-up to both of you too. Since COVID, I'm assuming you have seen the need increase tremendously?
Absolutely, in every area, absolutely.
And it's made it tricky to navigate certain parts of those needs, for sure.
For sure. Tabian, two-part question for you here. Number one, I'd like to know, how did the Village of Hope program provide a good fit for your family?
Village of Hope, as Ms. Dana, she said, they have a great case manager. This is for me the first things. After I find the apartment and everything ready, that's what I need in that point. But when I said with myself, I'm saying like, I need to move forward, I need more. I know that I have more power inside me. So when I said with my case manager, Ms. Hutt, I set up the goal, and I realized that they try to help me like discover the power that inside of me. Like go with me step by step, set up the goal for 5 years after the first day that I sat with her. And she tried to make sure like every week that when I met with her, she makes sure that I reach what I write in that paper. Like, this is what you said, what you did. So the following every week with the client, I think this is the fit for me. The other side with my children, they have especially academic teacher or director who's provide my children with all the help that they need. Register at the school, make sure they're doing good with academic subject. So yeah, that's all I know.
So we've seen how this impacts you, and congratulations on really everything that you're accomplishing in your personal life. But as a mom, tell me how it feels to have that help and that hope now for your boys.
It's mean the world for me. Like when I'm when I came here to Maryland, I don't have no one to sit with and I don't have the money to stay in the hotel or something like that. So, and it was so stressful to find a shelter or place that you make sure that everyone around you is, I don't want to say like is a bad person or a good person, but at least you have the basic. Like, I don't want to sit with some group of people who's addicted to the alcohol or some crazy stuff. In the Village of Hope, they make sure that you pass the test of the drug. So I feel safe in that time because I know everyone around me, he's not gonna go crazy or do something crazy to my children. The other things that the building by itself is secured with a lot of camera, no one can enter to the building. And for me, that feeling plus. And I think they make everything and they put everything in the right place. So that's how it makes me feel safe with my children.
That is so awesome. So awesome. Jennifer and Mariah, to either one of you, or perhaps even both of you, in your video presentations, you both spoke about the need and the significant need, and in particular in Somerset County, where you mentioned, as we know, the poorest county in the state of Maryland. I think there is probably a misunderstanding in the community in general when we talk about food insecurities that people automatically go to, well, there must be people who are unemployed. But that's not really the case, is it?
No. Even a recent study from the Maryland Food Bank suggests that 40% of Marylanders do not meet the level of need for assistance from the state or federal assistance programs. Those are your Alice families. Those are folks who aren't getting that extra help. Those are the folks who are trying to put gas in their car so they can go to work, so they can pay their rent or their electric. So I'm rambling already.
You're doing fine.
It's just a reality. Like 1 in 3 people in Maryland are food insecure. So if you're sitting at a table of 8, 2 to 3 people could be struggling with how are they going to put food on the table.
And Donna, in our final question, let me ask you this. We've seen how far Tavion has come. What a remarkable story. Is that typical for your clients?
She is a unique lady, for sure, but we have had many successes over the years, but I could say she's definitely knocked it out of the park, just like I said in the video. They have up to 2 years to complete the program, and I am happy to say that we have had 6 ladies this year complete the program in less than 12 months. So that's very exciting, and we have a high employment rate. 100% of our ladies are employed right now. 80% of them have their own vehicles. We do provide transportation for those ladies who don't have it. So I can never say she's typical. I would never be able to say that. She is amazing, and I'm excited that she actually wants to come back and be a part of the Village of Hope as a mentor and be able to help get our ladies to the next step. So it will be more typical. But we do have some wonderful ladies over there that actually have watched her, and she has inspired them, and we've seen the difference in them. So.
Well, we have some wonderful ladies at this panel. So thank you all very much for all that you do. Can we get a round of applause for our panelists? Ladies, you are free to head back to your table if you would like. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Tavion. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Mariah. We appreciate you being a part of that. And thank you again for all that you do for our communities. We certainly appreciate that. Pam, I think it's time to bring you back up for one more thing that you need to do here, correct?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Great job. All right, ladies, thank you so much. And they're not lying when they said we were crying. And I can tell you, it was truly an honor and a pleasure to spend, a few hours with you all. And it was so hard to choose what to be able to drill it down to in a brief video. Laren, thank you again. And we really appreciate your courage, each of you. Not only to be on camera so we can share it with everybody, but also to come and share today here. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to wrap this up pretty shortly. A few more things to close out with, or before we close out, I should say. So I want to remind you all that our nonprofit partners, who you've just heard from or you saw stand up in the room today, they rely on us to be successful. The financial support that we can provide helps them focus on delivering programs and hopefully spend a few minutes less worrying about fundraising, even though we all know that that's a 24/7 thought for all of us in the nonprofit world. And our annual campaign is what allows us to help them and offer also our direct programs like Imagination Library, Volunteer Center, et cetera. So there's many ways that you and your teams and your colleagues can get involved, and today I'm sharing a few and just simply asking for your help. Workplace campaigns really are easy and actually can be pretty fun. Just ask Avery Hall or Tidal Health, who jazz up their campaigns with some really creative company-wide raffles that actually can go across all their different locations. Fun fact, this year Tidal Health added an additional raffle as a pet photo contest. Holy cow, they're so cute, and in less than a week has already raised nearly $1,300, which is awesome. We offer online secure portals, which can be customized to meet any company's need. Giving tools like Venmo and PayPal keep the on-site giving easy and shows how small gifts really do add up quickly, just like voting on pet photos. We have campaign toolkits full of resources and ideas, and we're able to be on site or still virtual, if that's your thing, about the impact everyone and every gift can make and answer those questions, even if we only have 5 minutes. And those of you that have had us come in for presentations, thank you very much. But the key message there also is being able to say thank you to the donors and to everyone in the organization, and helping them know about what services are in the community in case they're looking for help themselves as well. And all of this, it works. Whether you have 1, 100, or thousands of employees, it all can add up. And so beyond the campaign, there's plenty of events to sponsor. We have a great Pepsi machine promotion with our friends at Pepsi, and there's plenty of volunteer opportunities. And we're even happy to help coordinate a group volunteer project with you, with one of our partners, if you like. Getting involved through organizational affinity groups that we have, like Women United, Emerging Leaders, here at Student United Way, also helps you learn more about the community while volunteering when you can. Anyone is welcome to join in any of those anytime. So simply just reach out to our team, and we're more than happy to make that connection with you. And our Get Connected Volunteer Center, which, as you heard earlier, is powered by Bank of America, has year-round volunteer opportunities for now over 140 local nonprofits. So if you're looking to connect with a cause, a specific cause that speaks to your heart, that's a great place to start, and you can even track your volunteer impact for free. Speaking of volunteering, thanks to many of you who signed up with a couple projects following our program today. We're going to be assembling welcome home kits for neighbors moving into permanent housing, and so that folks like Tavion and her family have a little kit of some household essentials to help them start off. And they're really fun because they're housed in this really nice Purdue insulated cooler bag. So that's something that they can continue to use, which is great. And again, we'll be packing the Imagination Library start-off kits too. So we're looking forward to those, and Roger will give some instructions on where to head next for that. In closing, I just want to reiterate that participating in our annual campaigns, events, other activities, it also provides leadership and team building opportunities for your staff and promotes a sense of fulfillment. It raises awareness of local needs and inspires those ways to get involved. By giving, advocating, volunteering, anyone can be empowered to make a difference. Please reach out to me, Amanda, Ryan, Kathy, anyone on our team, if you'd like to learn more how to live united with us. I'm going to hand it over to Roger now to finish out our program. We have a fun little interactive thing at the end instead of a group picture. And thank you again for joining us today, and please enjoy the rest of your week.
I don't do this enough, but I really should do this every time I have the microphone. You are awesome, Pam Gregory. How about a round of applause for Pam, all that she does? Your leadership, your inspiration, you are the hippest person in the room today. I just want you to know. Thank you. I'll be here all week with these bad dad jokes. Just a couple of reminders before I send you guys on your way today. I want to share that at Tidal Health, our partnership with the United Way goes well beyond the sponsorship, the campaign, the dollars that we generate in support of our community. Our values and our commitments, they're tied to the local community. They're aligned with our United Way campaign. They are really the thread of everything that we do. We become stronger each and every day when we bring those values into everything that we live, not only in the health system, but across our personal lives and as good community stewards. And, you know, as we said, when we launched that health system in September of 2020, and it still holds true today, and it will forever, that we are all better together. Better together is the way that we look at how we approach things as a healthcare system, and really, I know that's how all of you feel in this room today, because if not, you wouldn't be here. So thank you all so much for making us better together. And I want to thank each and every one of you for partnering with our local United Way of the Lower Eastern Shore. And if you haven't yet, please consider doing so. Please consider launching a campaign. There is still plenty of time to do that. It's really fun. The United Way team can show you, you saw them all, they were introduced to you. The United Way team can show you how you can make that so easy. And it not only brings your team together, your company together, your employees together. It also sends a very strong message to your community and also to your customers that you care. You care and you're committed to the community where they work, where they live, where they pray, where they worship, where they raise their kids and send them to school. So please think about that when you launch your United Way campaign too. You're impacting so many people in so many different ways. And let me also make a personal pitch here since I have the microphone. If you really need help getting it going or you want some ideas, three of the smartest marketers that I know are sitting in this room right now, Laren McMillan, Kat Rogers, and Kelly Novak. Would you three please stand? These are our campaign chairs at Tidal Health. Thank you, ladies. When I am in the room with the three of them, I am the dumbest guy in the room each and every time that we get together, and there is no question about it. They have come up with some brilliant ideas and new ways to generate funds through our healthcare team for the United Way. So if you're looking for great ideas, grab one of these three ladies. They will be happy to tell you how we're making that work, as well as Pam's team. So there you go. And speaking of getting involved, which you all are. If you're volunteering with us after the program, please follow the signs to make your way upstairs with the projects. The Welcome Home kits, they are in the Nanticoke room upstairs, and the Imagination Library kits are in the Pocomoke room, and that is located inside of Career Services. You can get there from the stairs that are right outside here. Is that right, Kathy? Stairs right outside here. Or the elevator, which is down the hall to your right as you exit the room. You'll have time to visit the restroom, but we'd really like to have everybody up there by 10 o'clock, which gives you about 20 minutes to get up there, okay? And as Pam mentioned, we have one change in the program. You know, we traditionally get all of you together and we take you outside and we get a big group photo, right? But because of the volunteer experience and the things that we have going on upstairs, instead we want to try something different. We want to do a quick video shout out right here in this room, okay? And to do that, we're going to invite Emily to come up. What we're going to do is we're going to record this, and there are impact cards on your tables. You might have seen those, right? So what we're going to do, we'll practice this one time to make sure that we all get this right. We're going to count you down from 3, and then what I want you to all do is shout, "Together we live united." Okay? So instead of the picture, we're going to do this. So I want to practice this one time, all right? And I want you to be loud, and I want you to be proud, and I want them to hear you in Pittsville. I want them to hear you all the way in Pittsville from this beautiful campus in Salisbury. So, all right, together we live united, right? Okay, this is your practice. All right, so 3, 2, 1.
Together we live united.
Did you record that one? I don't know. I'm not sure we can get better than that one, but you know what? We're going to try. All right, so here we go. This is the keeper. This one is the one that we're going to send out. Again, your part is together we live united. Emily, you ready? I'm ready. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Together we live united.
All right, give yourselves a round of applause. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. President Lepre, thank you, and thank you to our great friends at Salisbury University for hosting us. Good luck with your campaigns. We will see you all again soon. Thanks for being here.